Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to clown around? With Luna and Molly, a clown and her dolly on the big, comfy couch. Welcome in, everyone! Bang, bang, bang. Okay, Fairbot has a joke. Let me read it out. Hello, Stabby! Welcome in! It's wonderful to see you. Let me read the joke. Actually, let me also change my hair, too, because I'm not liking how my hair is done today. When do doctors get angry? When they run out of patience. LOL. I love it. And look, today, before we start G27, I do want to get my Grandmaster. Actually, let me turn on the audio. You know what? There's always something I forget to do no matter how early I start preparing. Oh, but there's not even music playing, so it's fine. So I do want to get my Grandmaster, so let's go ahead and do like Warden of the Gods first, and then talk about what we think is going to happen during G27, and then see what actually ends up happening. Alright, let's go talk to Lazaro, and let me get my tracker. You know, I really love that to do face cam, it only really requires a phone. I think that's pretty cool. And it shows us how far we've come technologically. How are you today, Stabby? And how's anybody doing today who's lurking or anything like that? Let's go ahead and do this mission. I'm gonna go ahead and get my staff out. What is this wheel? Is that for G27? Broken wheel. Looks like it's destroying some. Touch it gives you a sense of urgency, though you were facing life and death. Winds of fate. Sign the comet. Okay. You doing fine? Nice. Go ahead and put on spell walk. Do hailstorm. Get ready. Summon my dolls. Actually, not this doll. Actually, yeah, that doll. Oh, well. We have a minute before that one. These are no ordinary monkeys. Think you have what it takes? Absolutely. Who are you? Master of the Ages, Hot Spring Spirit? They look like Scully. Oh, look. Get away from me! Beautiful. Ba ba da da da. La da da. Look at all these little monkeys. Could you imagine? Do you remember like the days when we could really only do this with 4 people? Because this is technically a 4-person mission. Look, we have another one of those Obtain 50 Gems ones. I actually like these. So I'm also doing Pet Trainer along with Construct Alchemist. Why? Stop, don't hurt me. Hey, that was so rude of you to slap me. Come here, Brianna. Oh, I don't like fighting these guys. They're kind of annoying. Because you have to wait for them to blow themselves up. Okay, so they look like they're actually going to blow up each other right now. Which is actually very convenient. This is probably the fastest it's gone for me. You three. Blow up too. Oh, he blew up on his own. Okay. I'm going to see if they just blow each other up. I'm actually going to walk over here and see if they blow each other. Aw, man. Okay, you. Blow up. Right now, I dare you. Yes. Woohoo! I'm actually going to go ahead and reload this. The Drunken Swordman is known to be tricky. Oh, you know, he's actually doing quite a bit of damage with his little final hit. Oh, did he poison me? Is that what it was? I'm actually gonna reload this. Because I kind of don't want to be left behind. Like, if it wasn't for Astro coming out when it did, the 4-player mission would have been a hurdle for me solo. Yeah, it happens. An LOL persona. Out of context. Look, it's tongue lock. Don't push yourself. Birched. If you pass the test, I acknowledge your presence when you walk by. Maybe. I'm just gonna blow him up with Meteor. That's so rude. So rude. Can I blow you up with Meteor, please? Yay! Okay. Then I'll watch this guy get pulverized. And hello, welcome in, Dime. You know, I didn't really need to fight this salamander. I just didn't like it that it was swinging at me. Beautiful. And then lastly, we have clear the Warden of the Gods, and then we will be able to be Grandmaster. No, I don't want to do 2. Let's go ahead and see if we can do 3. This game looks cool, never saw it before. It's Mabi! And actually, I'm doing some quests right before we jump into the storyline, so you're gonna see the next part of the story. Oh, look, I'm so close! I'm so close to Grandmaster. But actually, you know what? Let's do that later, because I don't even have a Grandmaster ticket right now. No, I could just buy one. It's fine. So let's go fly to Dunbarton and then pick up the Warden of the Gods pass. Then beat Warden of the Gods really quickly. And then become Grandmaster Construct Alchemist and save this much space in our inventory. What is this? Always together. But yes, this game is called Mabinogi. I'm also very curious on what their voices will be. Snuggy, welcome in! You should have came just like a second earlier. I actually did use Meteor Strike. Shungi. Are you Shungi? And hello, Kirby. It's got cool game mechanics. Absolutely. There's so many different like skills and stuff. Even if you never want to fight at all in Mabi, you can just do life talents. So it's like divided into a bajillion different like they're called talents, but it's essentially like classes. There's slight differences, but look, I'm almost done grandmastering everything. I just need construct alchemist and pet trainer. So right now, I have I'm almost like halfway done with everything. That's my evil twin, Shungi. Of course, he's your evil twin. You shunned him. Like RuneScape. I've actually never played RuneScape, so I'm not 100% sure. So I normally do mage, like I do magic. So that's what I do. And you can do any skill at any time. You don't have to be like that class at that moment to do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon my bunny. Bunny. And I'm so happy. How are you? I'm doing great. There's so much we need to talk about today. Because of the generation quest. I'm doing good. How are you, Snuggy? And Shungi. It seems like it's going to be the entire cast of last generation, G26, with some new ones. 3 new ones specifically. And it seems like they're going to try to like almost overthrow us in a way. Like, oh, we don't need the Malaysian because we're here. Like, we're fancy. Honestly, I'm all for it, to be honest. Like, I don't need to be the hero. Can I have your pad? Huh? What do you even mean? If you mean mouse pad, absolutely. You can always buy one. You don't want the one I have right now, though. It is quite messy, actually. Because I drop all sorts of stuff everywhere. Like, just before this stream, I dropped cake batter on it because I was eating cake batter. Bang, bang, bang. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Vinky, how you doing? Are you at work today? Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for 2. It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. It's kind of crazy that I'm gonna be Grandmaster Construct Alchemist after so long. I actually didn't think I would ever get here, to be honest. Like, I know I've been playing for so long, but Construct Alchemy is so annoying. And in general, I don't like alchemy. So to be able to do it is kind of crazy. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. I'll refrain from being LOL. This case, because I think I know what you're talking about. I think that's good. In this specific case. And hello, Stone Cold. I hope your day at work is beautiful. Is it like one of those hourly jobs, or is it like a salary job? The rushing Sally. I really don't like these guys. Honestly, this isn't quick enough for me. I really do want to do final hit. I almost don't want to do this if it's not final hit. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game. Get him! Get him, Food Mark Cart! It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Food Mark Cart, you're not really helping much. It's because I used my final hit already, so
And my meteor strike is actually on cooldown, so this part is going to take a little bit longer than I normally would hope. I'm just going to stand here. Hourly? Okay. I hope it's very chill at your job today. But not so chill that you get home too early, like sent home. I'm doing good, just working, really tired today. Oh, honestly, I feel you. To be honest, I was a little bit sleepy before stream today too, but you know what else is new? I'm pretty much always tired. Hourly. There's two different kinds of jobs with two different kinds of payment. Hourly and salary. Hourly jobs, you get paid by hour, and salary jobs is you get paid by year. It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. I think I used the Grandmaster skip from the event to Grandmaster Construct Alchemy. I see, I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm just actually gonna just stay in final hit and then see if... Is this the boss? I really hope it's the boss. Please be the boss. Bye-bye. I actually do think this is the boss. Bran shows up here, does he not? Yes. But look, I can meteor strike. Did it hit? Did it go through? Yay! Where's my treasure chest? Is he on the floor on it? Is there no treasure? Okay, yeah, he's on it. Star Sapphire, I'll take it. And with that, we have done all the Grandmaster missions. And then we can go ahead and get started. Let's teleport back to Lazaro. And then begin G27. So I think I'll like all of the characters personally. I've only seen their like pictures and stuff. I think they're gonna try to replace us, but I'm not necessarily mad at that. Become Grandmaster. Buy. We'll just buy 1 gold certificate. Become Grandmaster. Yay! So now I'm Grandmaster Construct Alchemist. Woohoo! Just 1 more and then I'm done with Grandmaster everything. Finish first class of... Interesting. How's it going? Are you gonna make me something? Gotta read the patch notes, I guess so. I read some of them, I don't read others, I won't lie. It depends on my mood. Okay, whew. And let's go ahead and jump to the generation quest. Over here. Sign the comment. Okay. So let's actually close all these other tabs, which I think are here. And then Melwyn, so that's the Royal Society sponsorship. Let's close that. So use the broken wooden wheel. I'm kind of nervous. Why am I nervous? You've seen many wooden wheels much like this on one of your travels. Although this one is broken and no longer able to serve its intended function, it seems like it might have been wrenched from an unfortunate merchant wagon somewhere near Mabinogi. A closer inspection reveals it to be a commerce wagon wheel, affirming your suspicions. You get the feeling that if you close your eyes and focus on it, you'll be able to witness a memory bound to the wheel. A vivid memory seems to reside in the destroyed wheel, but whose? Let's see. Oh! Is it really safe? There's no sign of trouble. Oceana sail on the way here, so I just have to make it to the trading post. Oh, I forgot these like divine creatures are here. This is exactly why I requested an escort. Are the mercenaries here yet? Please, anyone. Is that in Mabinogi guard? A Malaysian? Malaysian, save me, I'm begging you. I actually really love the voice acting. Like, who is this random guy that he gets voice? Oh yes, a new axe. Oh? Thank you for coming to my aid. I've never met a Malaysian in person, but he's not one. He's a giant. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be the Malaysian, would you? Of course not. I know it can be confusing when you're in the thick of things. But yes, I am the Malaysian. You liar! You liar! Oh, it really is you. Well, what now? You want me to take you home? How far is that from here? Oh, no need for that. I'm just grateful you rescued me. 감사합니다. I was wondering where you were. Didn't realize you'd run into trouble on the road. Whoa! You hauled my friend out of a jam. Thank you. Let's head back for now. We can come back for the cargo later. Are you crazy? Somebody's gonna steal it. 감사합니다. Phew, that was a close one. For a while, I almost thought that it'd be smooth sailing. I definitely wasn't expecting those weird things to show up again. They're called divine beasts, right? Well, you're in one piece, and that's what matters. Hey, who was that guy? Anyways, another friend of yours? He said he was with a Malaysian. You know, the famous one we keep hearing those stories about? What? You don't say. Wish you told me sooner. I always wanted to meet them in person. But that's not him. That's me. Well, I suppose I should send a letter to the band of mercenaries I hired, telling them I no longer have a need for an escort. It seems the memory shared in the broken wheel ends here. Who is that mysterious giant who rescued the merchants? He's a liar, that's what he is. I'm not necessarily angry. Like, I am angry. Like, from a character, like, I can understand why he would lie, even if he didn't mean it like that. Because, you know, like, there's recognition in that, you know? And then also, you don't need to disclose every bit of information you get all the time. So I can understand, why he would just say whatever. Thank you so much for the ping. But, like, from a game perspective, like me as a player, I'm like, he lied. But technically, it didn't hurt any. So, the port that we need to go to, I don't think we can actually travel to. But we can jump to a moon gate. And thank you so much for the ping, Mr. Chairs. You didn't get me that time. Time to grind out the D-robe. I might. It depends. I gotta see how difficult it is. Like, if it's really worth my time. Let's head over here. Because Fefiata is near the moon gate. So then I can use the moon gate to kind of get close to where we need to be. Look, it's Piran! Oh, I have a feeling that these two... This guy is gonna, like, this giant is gonna be a similar personality as the other giant. And then this elf is probably gonna be the same as the human. That's my theory. Hello, John. Welcome in. It seems that drapers appear in the ram. Yeah, I'm not a fan of announcing your every move to strangers. What do you mean? Did that just happen? In general, like, I agree with you, but I don't remember that happening. I could have just forgot, but I don't remember that happening. And then we gotta go over here. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And then here's the East Wind Camp. There it is. Wow, I didn't even realize it was right next to the moon gate. I was like, where is it? So then we talk to Aine in here. Aine! About choices. Ooh! Oh, I'm nervous. So actually, let me see which title I actually want first. Because I forgot what titles it were. So I'm going to pull them up on my phone. Follow me, then you'll see. So the titles will be... Okay, the unbent stem, the unbound blossom, and the unerring root. So I really do hope I get blossom, but root is okay, stem is meh. Let's see. I feel like I already read this before. Yahoo! Now that you're here, let's cut loose. What? You didn't tell me you didn't miss me. It's been how long exactly? Well, too long. I did miss you. It hasn't been that long. Let me calculate the exact length of time. I'm gonna say I did miss you. Her expression sweeps you, her excitement sweeps you along, and you greet her with enthusiasm. She beams at you. I knew. It's been like a day, right? A really, really long day. You just said that about the guy in the story, or maybe I misheard? I don't remember. To be honest, I could have said that. Like, I genuinely could have said that. I don't remember. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do agree. Don't give your in general, don't give your direction to people. Don't tell people where you're going. Strangers, anyway. Like, especially when you know that, like, for example, that guy had, like, a merchant cart. What are you doing? Like, leaving it there just leaves you to get stolen from. And then, unless you know these people, you don't want to tell too much info. Just say thank you, and then move on. Was that too much? I really did miss you. Have you had enough time to rest? Last time was rough. We spent so much time running around Aaron chasing after the divine beasts. But after all that, we still know so little about Finda's fate. Not to mention, we lost track of Delga too. She pauses for a moment in the midst of reminiscing. The time you overheard her talking privately with Delga must have been the last time the two saw each other. I don't know where she is or what she's doing, but I still really believe that she'll find her way eventually. Anyway, things turned out to be alright in the end, didn't they? You fought off that big divine beast, and most importantly, came away uninjured. And now, big news! We have an official summons from the royal castle. Ta-da! The Windfall Mercenary Corps is finally being instated as a proper royal association. How do you pronounce this word? Corps? Is it core? Because I feel like I've seen it pronounced core before, but I feel like the P shouldn't be silent, personally. Isn't it corpse? But then that sounds a lot like like a dead body. And hello, Voodoo Gaming. You're pretty, you're adorable, you're skilled. Okay, I just drank some Coke. You weren't expecting that, were you? I thought we could all go together to make it official. But before that... She puts her hands on her hips and bounces on her heels a bit, as if she's excited to deliver a surprise to you. I thought maybe we could warm up with a simple escort job in Eme Maka. It's been quite a while since we had some simple sort of request like this. And it seemed like it might be fun. Besides, this is the first job related to divine beasts we got in a while, and it seems like they were popping up everywhere for a while, so I thought we'd have an easier time. But it's been hard to turn up any new sort of info lately. Is it just you and me? No. As you look around, you notice that Saffron and Declan are nowhere to be found. Unexpectedly, your question makes Aine frown, as if she's feeling troubled. Oh, that. Saffron will join us soon, but Declan... Well, today's something of an anniversary for Declan, so I figured it'd be best not to bother him. We shouldn't need him for the commission, and he'll be in Emewaka too, so I thought we'd just pick him up on the way to the royal castle. But now that you mention it, where is Sephra? I thought he'd be back already. As if summoned by her words, you hear footsteps approaching the tent in a hurry. The bear. Where is he, though? Hey, we got a letter. Core. I don't like it, though. I don't like it pronounced like that. But thank you, Dime. Thefra erupts into the tent, tossing an envelope onto the table. Talk to him to see what's up. I like Thefra's design. I think his design is my favorite from G26. It's nothing too crazy, though. Thefra seems leagues better than when you last saw him. The rest has finally done him good. A letter? From who? I wasn't expecting anything. Wait, it's not from the royal castle, is it? Have they decided to revoke our approval after all? Hurry up and open it, Thefra. Jeez, calm down. There's no way they'd do that. It's probably nothing important. Thefra casually breaks the letter's seal. It looks like it's been stamped with the emblem of the Commerce Association. Wow. Fancy handwriting. Okay, let's see. 안녕하세요. Greetings from the Commerce Association. Please be advised that we're no longer looking to hire mercenaries for the advertised escort mission. We've received timely aid from the Malaysian. Ugh! And as a result, no longer require outside assistance. We offer our sincere apologies for any disruption this may present to you, to your plans or scheduling. Thank you for your time. Best regards. 고마워. Huh? Say that again? The Malaysian? You helped too now? You've been known to forget from... That's so funny. You've been known to forget things from time to time, but you don't remember providing an escort to any merchants recently. Because if you related to the memory you saw in the broken wheel, it's so funny because that's so true. Look, I know that's just words on a screen, but I really do forget things from time to time. Am I reading this wrong somehow? Here, you look too. Accept it. Thefra hands you the letter. Use the letter of request in your inventory to read it for yourself. Letter of request. It's a pretty letter. Who is that with a lot bakery? Oh, this? It's just, this person's pet. No, it's Haru's pet. Oh, Haru's over here. This person's pet is this bakery. This, like, food cart. It's crazy that they did it right here. You carefully read over the petition for aid. Its message is exactly as Thefra said. Oh, and I'm baking too, I guess. As you focus on the letter, it's as though the scene recreates itself in your imagination. Let me actually blow my nose really quickly. My nose is a little bit stuffy. Where's the action? It's gonna happen. 1,000 likes. Well, thank you so much, Advent. As you focus on the letter, it's as though the scene recreates itself in your imagination. Carefully read the letter. This is easier than I thought it'd be. I was hoping for more of a challenge. Aren't there any tougher enemies around? Someone is approaching. Well, no one would ever accuse you of lacking enthusiasm. You're not thinking of doing anything reckless, are you, Vertrag? Sheesh. Is this Genshin? It is not. It is Mabinogi. Sheesh. Don't be so uptight. I'm finally getting some proper exercise after all this time. It's only natural I'm feeling stoked. You don't have to worry. I'll hold up my end of the bargain. Just let me handle the preparations my own way. Yeah, someone on TikTok said Genshin. But no, this is Mabinogi. It's a Korean game made by the company Nexon in 2004. But we got a new update today with a brand new storyline. That face. They say this Malaysian really packs a punch. I can't wait. It looks like I might finally get to have a proper no-holds-barred fight. Those divine beast things seem like they might actually offer a challenge, but in the end I made short work of them. Still, if the Malaysian caused all this chaos to happen, well, that does make things more interesting. I didn't cause it. Isn't that what Delga said? We don't relate. My, you make it sound like a done deal. I'm automatically suspicious of this person. I know the day before, yesterday, I did say that this person looked cool, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting bad auras now. I don't know. I don't feel like this guy is a bad guy. I just think he's a little bit goofy and a little bit like Shakir from AFK Journey. But I sincerely doubt this will be as simple as you imagine. Strong as you are, your opponent will be stronger still. This may be the most difficult battle you've ever fought. I brought you here, just as you wished, but I find myself wondering if you'll be able to handle this. 그래서. So after pondering for a moment, I've prepared this for you. Hello, JT! He's a priest. It's automatic red flag in fantasy stories. LOL, I didn't even know that. You no longer sound like a robot. Oh, is that true? I'm so glad. I don't know. I didn't do anything different. What is this? Insurance? Something like that. But sometimes priests are good. Like Atane or Enya was really good. I loved Atane and Enya. But for some reason, I'm just getting bad juju from whoever this is. They're unfamiliar human here. Something like that. Use it when you need to tie the Malaysian down. After all, if one wishes to bind a hero, the shrewdest gambit is targeting their friends and allies. That's so... Vertag is better than that. He's not going to try to attack my friends and family. The Malaysian's companions, while strong in their own right, aren't nearly as powerful, and yet the Malaysian seems quite attached to them. You do well to exploit such a compassionate nature. Please say no. Vertag is like, nah. Why isn't a giant named Vertrag and not just Vertrag? Would the so-called greatest hero of our time really put that much trust in their allies? Of course! They're my friends! If they're really as strong as the stories say, it'd be wiser to just trust in their own power. You seem quite fixated on the Malaysian already. I suppose you're itching to begin the hunt, yes? Why are they trying to kill me? Are they just friends of Delga? Like, they're all plotting against me. Hearing people misidentify a game for a modern one makes me feel old, lol. In a way, yeah, in a way. Rendering where their true loyalties lie, you'll have to discern that for yourself. Of course, feel free to return if you find yourself requiring my assistance. But above all, you must uphold the contract. If you fail to fulfill the conditions we've agreed to, I'm afraid I can't help you. And while they have a very pretty design, I don't like them. He looks like Lane. I don't know who that is, but he's bothering me. Like, I'm just like, get off my screen. But to be fair, I do like their appearance. They look cool. But they do look shady. But not as bad as Vayne, though. Like, Vayne, I still think is like the worst character in this game. Our agreement is binding and absolute. Act with prudence and hold nothing back. 알겠어. Yeah, I heard you the first time. You never change, do you? It's just like you came all this way just to nag me or something. Actually, the more I look at this guy, Vertrag, I actually like his design more and more. I like the general look of his outfit. Perhaps. Yet as always, you don't hesitate to roll your eyes at my advice. Don't fret. I'll leave you to the preparations. If you need anything, you know where. He gives a half-hearted wave, as if telling his companion to buzz off. Right. You said you were going, so don't drag it out. Later. Alright, now to get cracking. What was the name of that place again? Ermine Matcha? Matcha? Or maybe it was Main Maca. Ah, whatever. I can just ask someone about it on the way. Heck, at this rate, I'm going. I'll be heading to Val's before long. It seems like this memory is connected to the one you saw before. The giant Vertrag seems to be scheming something, but what is he after? It seems like this is going to be like a pure villain group. I'm not necessarily sure how I feel about that, because it seems like they're just bent on destroying me and things I like. You know what I mean? Like my friends and my family. And I just don't get it. Like, if you got beef with me, then fight me. You know? I mean, I'd win, but... But like, it just makes me like, I feel like someone with more honor wouldn't fight, like, wouldn't necessarily use people against me. Talk things over with members of the Windfall Mercenary Corps and see if you can figure out what's going on. I would honestly assume that Vertrag has more honor than the suspicious looking human. Ain't it? Huh? It's really done already? Did you find out about the job and sneak out to finish it ahead of us? Wait, was this a prank? There's really no stopping you. It was a prank, right? Why aren't you saying anything in conversation? So, was it you then? Where'd you even hear about the job? I mean, it's been available for a while. I only took it because no one else had. Though I never took you for the sort to spend your free time leafing through requests posted onto mercenary boards. Why would anyone try to impersonate you? What would they even get from it, exactly? Showing up and saying you're the famous Malaysian would make you stand out more, not less. Unless that's what they wanted? Anyway, how many times do you expect me to hand you this letter? LOL. I like this person's hair. They're very cute looking. They kind of remind me of Blossom. I don't understand what's happening. Do you want me to, like, read the letter again? No, I don't even have the letter. What do they want me to do? Most villains lack honor. Not necessarily. Like, let me just think of, like, a villain who had honor. Okay, so, like, Rory, he had, like, honor and his own moral code. Morgan, she actually followed her own moral code. I can't even say she's a villain, but she thought she was right in what she was doing. And if you don't view her as a villain, what about Sekol, who was the exact opposite of Morgan? He believed formers should be taken care of more than humans, while Morgan thought humans should be taken care of more than formers. So, like, they were honorable people who followed their moral code. Can't really call anybody in Shakespeare good or bad, really. They're all good. Except for possibly Rory. The villains in Divine Knights were those three. Yeah, they were low-key kind of trash. Because they even used Avelin's, like, brother as, like, bait in a way. So that was kind of low-key trash, too. Vayne was low-key trash. He had his own moral system, but he just didn't follow it. Like, he was too wishy-washy. Steph was actually a good villain. In fact, a lot of the villains in this series are more like they believe what they believe, and it's all about perspective in Mabi, usually. The three villains were just protected by plot armor. It's Divine Knights, right? In Divine Knights, yeah. It's usually not really good or bad. It's usually like, I believe what I believe, and then some people go against that kind of thing. So it's all about perspective, because in some perspectives, Morgan was a villain. I don't think so, but some people do. 1 second. Yeah, there's no mistake. The letter says the Malaysian helped them, so the job's cancelled. I really don't understand what's happening. Did someone take the job pretending to be you? Why? It doesn't make sense. Did you do that? Did you go to Enmimaka to do the job for us? I had a legendary battle there. No? Do you suspect me of something? I'm not gonna say this. I'm just gonna say no. There's no need to get crazy about it. Upright. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get unbent stem because of upright. Upright is crazy. I don't want to be upright. I mean, I am upright. But like upright sounds good, but I just don't want the unbent stem. I want the blossom one. The blossom sounds better. Saving a commerce merchant in Enmimaka? You have no memory of that. You say so, and Aina nods along with you. That's what I thought. If you did, you'd have said so when I brought it up. Right. So there's really someone out there impersonating you. Actually, I'm gonna have to be right back. Like, my nose is not really working right. It's not nosing. Opposing views shouldn't always be conflated with villainy. But that's kind of how the villains are. Villainy? What defines the villain? Hey, Google. Define villain. A character whose evil actions or motives are important to the plot. A variant spelling of villain. Oh, interesting. Because the way I see villain is basically like antagonist. An antagonist isn't necessarily an evil person. They're more like just like opposite sides. That's usually how I see villains. I could be wrong. Be right back. Especially if they do something bad. Especially if they do something bad. For example, like Morgan was technically threatening all Malaysians to protect the humans. But is that necessarily bad? Or like Sakol was definitely against humans because they were against formers and literally hunting down formers. But to a human's perspective, though, the formers are also kind of hunting down humans. So who's really right and who's wrong? Because one person's evil act is another person's act of, like, hero. You know what I mean? So it's kind of confusing. I have to hand it to them. That takes guts or desperation. They didn't exactly pick an easy target. No, they picked me specifically. But thinking back on this whole thing, it does feel strange. Well, the merchant just saw a kind soul going around beating monsters and assumed it must be the Malaysian. In the end, I think any divine beast being defeated is a good thing, no matter who does the deed. I typically agree. Maybe it's someone we could team up with. Don't you think, Safra? Sure, I guess. We can't really complain about someone saving people, even if it makes it a little harder for us to do a living. A villain typically does things for the sake of being bad. I guess I don't really like villains like that. Because then, if you do things just to be bad, that leaves literally, like, no... You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to take over the world. Why? I just want to take over the world. For what reason? You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. I can't really like you or dislike you as a character because your only motives, like, you're not developed enough. That's how I feel. Like, for example, in the anime Al Noah, I would 100% say that Slane was the villain. He was the clear antagonist who was doing low-key crazy stuff. Like, he was out there murdering people, framing people. So he was definitely, like, the villain. But he did it all for Princess of Salem. And then even, like, with a more, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so confusing sometimes. Because I feel like most people, if you just look at the story in a different perspective, they're the right one. Sometimes. Like, at least in somebody's story. Yeah, one-dimensional villains are what I don't like. It's just like, you're bad because you're bad. That's boring. You know what I mean? Like Regina. What was her name? Regina? From Power Rangers? As much as I love her. But, like, I don't really know why she does what she does. It's just, like, very episodic. Which I don't really mind. Like, that's fine. I just need more than that in a story. Sure, I guess. Okay. Well, I don't mind having one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. Hey, at least he was honest with my money. Yeah, Rita. I don't know why I keep calling her Regina. We're supposed to report to the royal castle today. Yep, and since it seems like our escort job is over before it happened, let's head there now. Are you coming? Of course I am. We'll grab Declan on our way there. After all, it's the banner day for the Windfall Mercenary Corps. We should all be there together. Okay, I guess we're going to Maimaka then. Meet at the town square? Easy, I can do that. I have a teleport right there. The three of you decide to find Declan in Maimaka before continuing on to Tara. Head there and meet Aine and Sephra in the city's town square. Easy. Because I can just use the teleport. That's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. Hey, at least he was honest with the money. The most simple definition of a villain is someone who does something evil or criminal with the intention of causing misfortune or pain on others. But you see, that's not as specific as I need, Vinky. Because, like I said, Slain from Al Noah, he did a lot of crazy stuff. Like, he murdered a guy. He murdered a guy. And he certainly intended to kill that guy. Then he murdered his dad to take his title. So, actually, not his biological dad. He was adopted by a noble. And then he killed that noble to take the title of nobility so that he wouldn't be a commoner anymore. He did that for his own personal gain. And he literally murdered someone. Murdered 2 people, at least. He probably got more. But, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a bad dude. Well, maybe I'm just a stan, but like... And then in some people's perspective, he might be a hero. Like mine. Or like Robert Hayden from Wueki. He certainly like took advantage of people. But he wasn't a bad guy. And then once he wasn't under the pressure anymore, he was just a normal guy, just chill. You see what I mean though? Like, Slain is 100% the villain in that story. I mean, technically, from my perspective, the real person that I don't like is Inaho. I don't like that dude. The whole series could have been avoided if he had just been honest about Princess Salem's whereabouts. But since Inaho was the protagonist of the series, the antagonist, Slain, is automatically the villain, right? And then technically, Inaho also threw Slain under the bus, saying that he was the one who orchestrated the kidnapping in the end. So it really depends, right? So I don't think a villain exists in real life. There's no villain in real life because the life isn't a story. I think the concept of a villain only exists in fiction. Basically, the antagonist. We're here, so, could you go find Declan? I don't think I should be the one to go get him right now. Why? What did you do, Aine? He always says I look like his sister, so... Yeah, I think that's not a good idea for me to go. Okay. I think it's best if Declan... if he talks to someone else first. When you talk like that, it makes me nervous. Do we really need to be babying him like that? It's not babying, it's being considerate. The problem with what you're presenting is everyone is a villain in someone's story. In Noah's case, he did those things for personal reasons, so whether you believe is or isn't is subjective. Well, yeah, but he didn't really do it completely for personal reasons. Like, yeah, he did it for personal reasons, but at the end of the day, everything was for Salem. So, like, he sacrificed a lot for Princess Salem in the end. But yeah, definitely, there's always going to be, that's what I'm saying, that it's so hard to talk about a villain or not in stories unless you're talking about it as protagonist versus antagonist. That's what I'm saying. So I think, yes, in the case of Al Noah, Slain is the villain. But, according to someone else's perspective, he could be the hero. You know what I mean? Like, even for all of Earth, they were all trying to fight Mars. And technically, he kind of uprooted the entire Mars hierarchy. So they weren't really focusing on destroying Earth at that moment. What I'm trying to say is that it's not all black and white. So a villain is basically based on perspective. That's what I'm saying, Vinky. We agree. Okay, don't worry. Sephra, I won't make you do it. Why don't you go north of Emimaka and milk some cows? That's crazy. We just ran out of milk. You don't mind, do you? What? Milk? Why? We need it now? Sephra, you've been eating a lot, haven't you? Would you rather go over our food costs together? Is 4 bottles enough? That's perfect. Thanks, Sephra. Okay, you could probably find Declan near the lake shore. Probably out past the western gate. Near the bridge to the island where the moon gate is. You know where I'm talking about, right? I'm guessing he'll be near an apple tree. Good luck. Find Declan by the lake near Ememaka's western gate. So every antagonist is not a villain, but every villain is an antagonist. Kind of, yeah. I would agree to that. I would agree to that statement. Because sometimes there are characters who are, like, in a story, there could be people who, like, who are protagonists and antagonists on opposite sides, but not necessarily portrayed as a villain. It just depends on the perspective. So I would agree to that. I would agree to that. And sometimes affiliation changes. I was a villain in your history. And in fact, I'm pretty sure they had that kind of concept in the Hamilton musical. Hey, at least he was honest with some money. I don't want to organize it like this. Wait, hold on. There it is. That's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. Okay. Talk to Declan. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and do Rudo. No, I'm not. I'm just going to get a flying pet and then just head over there. Oh, it's these guys. Look, you were one of the commerce people. Like, you were the friend, right? The one who came after the, not the commerce guy, but the one who went to the commerce person. Declan is staring intently out at the lake as if looking for something that's forever and out of sight. His back is to you. No, it's not. No, it's not. He's looking right at me. And if looking at... Oh. And the sound of gentle waves covers your footsteps. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. I just wish I could have been dedicated when it comes to taking care of yourself. Irredeemable villains are also fun to watch too, like Oogie Boogie. He knows what he is, and he revels in being evil. True. True. I would say that. But, you know, I'm thinking also from the comic perspective as well. It's a little bit tricky. I am the call, who's there? I am the wind blowing through your hair. But yeah, I don't mind irredeemable villains. I don't mind it. I just want it to be done well. Like, I want you to be well written. Like Oogie Boogie wanted to be the Pumpkin King. Jack ended up winning, but you know what? Like, he had his motive, he had his personality. I like that. And then also Oogie Boogie has a banger song, so I really can't be mad. Yeah, so he is fun to watch. My favorite villain is Handsome Jack. Who's Handsome Jack? And is he handsome? And hello world. Or at least have a good spectacle. Yeah, that's true. If you're all about presentation, I just want a villain with character. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to know what you're doing. It can't just be, I want to take over the world. I need you to know what you're doing. Like, you could take over the world to find this one person that wronged you, to destroy them, to try to get back your life, or get revenge. Something. Just give me something. Don't just be bad because being bad is fun. You know what I mean? Or, I mean, if you're insane, then that's okay. Like, if you're bad to be fun. Like, for example, like Joker. Like, he's just bad, but low-key, he's loony. You know, he wasn't loony until he fell into the acid pit. And I feel like that's pretty good. And hello, Winky! Handsome Jack's from Borderlands 2. He's obviously evil, but he thinks he's the bringing order to the planet. That's actually okay. I like that. Joker, he has done some things. The things he's done. Yeah, true. I think he's a good villain. I don't like him personally. Like, as a character, I don't like him. But as a villain in a story, yeah, I like him. I think that's what she would have wanted. And I know wherever she is now, she's at rest. You're right. Never thought I'd still feel like this all these years later. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but in G26, he yells. He's really angry at some point, and he's like yelling at the top of his lungs. And I don't know, I'm still kind of nervous about that. I've seen you before. Me? Of course you have, Inky. Speaking of villains, Rita becomes good in Muggy Ranger Mystic Force. Interesting. Like, that's kind of confusing for me, but sure. Is it good? Was it a good? Because one thing I really don't like is when characters are automatically redeemed. For me, I like redemption stories. Redemption is fine. It's just when it's done so lazily. Like, My Little Pony, the movie, I hated it. Because as much as I love the character Sunset Shimmer, she had no reason to become good. Like, no reason. Literally, what happened was essentially she was a villain. She was destroying people. She stole magic from all of these places. And then she has like this ultimate transformation scene, and she literally tries to get rid of everybody else and destroy the different dimensions. Okay, that's pretty bad, alright? And then she gets beat with the power of friendship. And then when she comes back, when she like wakes up, she's good now. That made no sense. No sense. I was like, what? No, that's terrible, terrible redemption. I even accept some other characters switching good to evil. Like, even, what is it? Starlight Glimmer? Even her redemption was better than Starlight. No, Sunset Shimmer. They have really similar names. She becomes good because she got purified and purged of all the evil in the final fight. Interesting. I think I have to see how that goes to decide if it was like good or not. Joker simply wanted Barbara to give him standing ovation. Too bad she couldn't. LOL. Hey, look who it is. What brings you here? I heard it was an important day. Just visiting. I'm gonna say I heard it was an important day. Just as Ina said, it looks like Declan is commemorating an important day. Though not necessarily a happy one. You don't want to make any assumptions. So you go ask Declan what he's up to. And when am I gonna play that kind of game, Minky? Never. It's just not the kind of content I like. Mystic Force is like 7 to 8 seasons deep into Power Rangers, so it was kind of hand-wavy. I see. That's rough. Usually when it gets like that far, it's kind of... I don't know, I feel like a lot of times with animation or with shows in general, it's like, it starts out really great and then at some point it just exists long enough to be... You know, it's like you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. You know what I mean? Wuthering Waves ain't bad. Zenless Zone Zero ain't bad. I don't think they're bad. I think if you like that content, go for it. Consume it. If you like Zenless Zone Zero, you like Wuthering Waves, Enjoy it. I got nothing against it. Is it for me? No. But if it's for you, all the power to you. Yeah, this day it's writing in my heart. I'll never forget it. I'm here to remember my sister. We got a long journey ahead of us. So I don't know how long it'll be before I'm in town again to pay my respects. She's resting right here beneath the apple tree, with a beautiful view of the lake. That's kind of sad. You're just hiding your gambling addiction. I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding it. I play Mabi. It's another gacha game. After she was cremated, I thought about spreading her ashes out on the water, but I guess I'm too selfish. Didn't want her to be too far away. That's kind of weird, because didn't the promotional trailer had a picture of a person who looked just like Declan? I originally predicted that was his sister, but if she was cremated, then how would she come back? It's so hard just being here. It makes me feel like my heart will give out sometimes. You know, I wouldn't assume he's saying something so sad by listening to the audio. Like, he's just like talking pretty up, like cheery. So, feels kind of strange to me. You really worry me sometimes, you know? This guy has more... Oh, I forgot! This is one of my oldest friends. We grew up together. Nice to meet you. So, who are you exactly? Wow, is that really how you greet the famous Malaysian? We've been working side by side lately. Lucky me, right? Is it weird to see them in person after hearing all the stories? Huh? The Malaysian. Another great villain is Lord Shin from Kung Fu Panda, or Syndrome from Incredibles. I like Syndrome. I thought he was cool. I don't really remember Lord Shen. I'm sure he's good. I just don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched Kung Fu Panda. In fact, Kung Fu Panda kind of feels like a fever dream of a movie. But I thought the wild guy I met before was the famous Malaysian. Huh? Sorry? What? What are you talking about? Have you two met? Shake your head. It occurs to you that this man may be the same person you saw in the memories of the merchant saved by the giants. That's what I said. Vertrag. Did he really believe Vertrag's claims of being you? Declan looks toward his friend, scratching his head in confusion. If you haven't met, then I'm lost. What are you saying? That's not what I meant. You know that friend of mine who works for the Commerce Association, right? We were supposed to meet north of town earlier. Little thing they forget about Mr. Incredibles is he has a version of Spidey senses that detects danger, and he knew Syndrome was trouble from day one, but instead of acting to correct the kid, interesting, he caused him to go down that way. I need to rewatch The Incredibles because I don't really remember all of the details. The ad break is finished now. Wonderful. By the time I reached him, I saw him being set up on a couple of divine beasts. It was pretty dire. His whole wagon was busted up and I thought he'd be next. But just when things were looking bad, the Malaysian jumped in to save him. The Kung Fu Panda was shockingly cinema. It was pretty good. I do remember liking it, but I have never rewatched it. I even think I watched Kung Fu Panda 2, and maybe Kung Fu Panda 3, and definitely a bunch of bootlegs. I don't know, I felt like Kung Fu Panda bootlegs are next tier. Like, if you want to watch a bad movie that's so bad it's funny, look up Kung Fu Panda, and there's like a bajillion like knockoffs. They're all hilarious. What are you talking about? The Malaysian's right here. Heard the last Kung Fu Panda wasn't that good because of wasted potential. I didn't see the latest one. Well, I mean, he said he was a Malaysian. The guy who saved my friend. Lord Shen was from Kung Fu Panda 2. I asked around. Some other people I knew had encountered the Malaysian recently, and he matched their description. But if this is the Malaysian, who is that guy? Now that's a great question. I only know a handful of folks who could take on Divine Beast solo, and I don't see how you could have mistaken a single one of them for the Malaysian. So, what were you on? Declan laughs aloud and gives his friend a hearty slap on the back. His friend grimaces in pain. It's kind of funny because I can literally like imagine that playing out. Just imagine this guy like laughing so hard and slapping his friend's back, and his friend is like, "Geez, what's going on?" Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. Hope you don't mind. I figured you were one of Declan's mercenary buddies. Well, we got a good laugh out of it at least. Let me guess, Ina sent you, right? I bet she's fretting up a storm. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad she didn't come herself. I love Ina, but she really reminds me of my sister when she smiles. It would have been rough, but it's fine. I should get over myself. I don't think you need to get over yourself. It's okay to be reminded of like a loved one in somebody else. I think that's normal. Well, thanks for coming to visit Dairine with me, old pal. See you soon, I hope. Nah, don't be a stranger. And stay safe out there. That guy is a friend of the other guy? Yeah, these guys are friends. And then this guy is the guy we're traveling with, Declan. And we're on the same team, mercenaries team. I saw 1, 2, and 3. Couldn't drag myself to watch 4. And yeah, I think I watched Saberspark's review of Kung Fu Panda knockoffs. Really? I didn't even know there was reviews of that. Like, I literally thought I found treasure myself. Okay, let's go. Where are those hanging out? Let me guess. The town square? Nod. Declan's right. Ina was going to wait in the town square, and Saffron has likely finished milking the cows by now, too. You tell him that. Right. Ready to go? He gives you a grin, but it doesn't quite reach his eyes. You can't help but feel that he's sadder about his sister than he's trying to let on. Then you just move on. You know what? If you see someone fighting back and they don't want to necessarily like tell you everything, just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Head back to Imemaka Town Square. Just be there for them if they want to rely on you. If not, it seems like Declan has a pretty good support system over here. Head back to Imemaka Town Square, where Ina and Sephra are waiting. Let's go! In fact, I'm just gonna be quick about it and then just teleport. We find shortcuts in this house. Now, I kind of want to watch the Sabersparks video about Kung Fu Panda ripoffs. I wonder if he's seen the same ones I have. Or if there's ones that I missed. Oh! You and Declan are back. Did you two have a nice talk? Oh yeah, of course we did. Real nice. Really? That's great! You okay, Ine? You seem distracted. Haha, really? I guess I have a lot on my mind. It's fine though. Thanks, Declan. See? Zephyr leans over to whisper to you. This is exactly what I was talking about. Every time he goes to stand under the apple tree, he's like that. I like this. Remembering his sister makes him act like a totally different person. You noticed, right? I remember Kung Fu Rabbit. I've seen it all! I don't think we need a pry in it, you guys. Ine and Sephra. It's okay. Let him handle it at his own pace, you know? Watching bad videos is kind of his thing, really. To be honest, I don't really watch Sabersparks. I think I've seen a couple of his videos, but like not that many. I definitely know who you're talking about, like the guy with the... what is that hair? Is it like a comb over? And he has glasses, and he's like a PNG tuber, right? Could be mistaking things. But I feel like his color is also yellow. Yellow-orange, I feel. And then Anya gets all wound up about it, and Declan starts trying to pretend like nothing's happening. And I'm stuck in the middle as they get weirder and weirder. The best thing is to just not be weird about it. Like, it's okay to feel emotion and to take your time. Declan's obviously a grieving person, but he doesn't want to linger on it. So you should do your best to not linger on it. Zephyr shakes his head and looks away, staring out over the lake as if he wishes he was far away. Declan's still forcing a smile. The silence grows palpable. You said you had an escort mission nearby, right? Should we get going? Oh, that was cancelled. Someone already saved them, apparently. Oh, really? So, should we head to the royal castle then? You said we got a summons, right? Oh, right, yeah. Silly me, let's do that. We need to meet with the secretary, Siniad, right? If we look for Siniad, she's usually in the castle reception room. You're coming too, right? Of course. Declan, with a forced tear, puts both hands on your back and pushes you along, trying to get the group moving. Go to Royal Castle reception room with the rest of the mercenaries. The easiest way to get there would be simply to teleport using the Arcana Association. He's got a big enough following, where if you're into a movie and animation, you would have heard of him. Oh yeah, I definitely do know of him. Bula, welcome in. Bula. I was literally morning. Bula. I was thinking of Dragon Ball yesterday. And then Bulma had a daughter named Bula. So it's interesting. Oh look, a prologue. I'm Rory myself. Oh, and we are going out to the weight of the crown. The stars are very beautiful above the palace walls. They shine with equal splendor still above Fontainebleau walls. I watch them from my window, but the bright enchanting glow reminds me of the freedom I gave up so long ago. Greetings, members of Windfall Mercenary Corps. Representative Aine. Allow me to extend my congratulations on your band confirmation as an official association of the kingdom. I really never liked Siniad. I don't know. It just gives me the bad vibes. And hello, Paco. Thank you. This means we can finally get some proper support now, right? 감사합니다. That was in GT, right, Bula? Oh, to be honest, I think so. I think so. It was definitely like the later series. Like that end. That's correct. Well, I can't say that I'll miss the freelance life. Always having to take on those odd jobs, scrapping together enough to get by. You said it, but you've always come through for us, Sephora, so thank you. Of course, before you begin submitting requests for support, you'll need to ensure that you've turned in all the necessary documents. Huh? Documents? Aine kind of talks funny. Like, not bad. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, and very expressive. So she'll be like, da da ah. You know what I mean? Like, ah, ah. You know, like that's how she talks. I think it's kind of funny. Of course, we're not barbarians. We run on. Oh shoot! I accidentally skipped something. And then there's a proposal, which I can do for you. As far as your budget, You must submit a budget plan for review and approval. But for now, let's focus on taking care of the most important paperwork, shall we? Most societies and associations designate an individual to handle their certifications, petitions, and other such paperwork, but I don't suppose that was an option in your case. Still, I suggest you try it out yourself and get a feel for the process. A fair warning though, the documentation can be rather voluminous. I'd advise all of you to familiarize yourselves with the proper procedures. That should at least prove more expedient. You're kidding, right? She lifts up a thick stack of papers. Plucking them into your hands is just one of the many such stacks, and you marvel at how heavy paperwork can be when you get enough sheets of it together. As the mercenaries look on, you can almost hear them gulping in fear. Oh, the full Perseus weapons are alive. Do you plan on picking up one? I think I'm at least gonna check it out. I don't necessarily think I might. I think I'm gonna go with anything. Go with the healing wand. Not 100% sure I'm gonna go for it though. I'll have to like see it, and if it's just too much work, I just won't do it. Still, a lot of these are forms, right? The work may actually go by faster than you think. If you focus on going one by one, use the pile of paperwork to fill out any necessary fields and categorize the documents. This is one thing I don't really like about Terra and like the whole like Royal Academy. Like I get it. I'm not mad at how it's characterized. I just think it's kind of boring. You know, like a ridiculous amount of paperwork and stuff. Looking at the stacks of paper, you feel as though you've been around more daunting clerical tasks before, but staying on top of such matters is vital, lest you get overwhelmed, so it seems best to take care of some of it right now. What do you think? Do you have a good feeling about tackling all these forms? If you take the lead, I'll give it my best too. Grab a stack of papers. Alright, let's do this. Everyone grabs their own stack of papers, along with pen and ink. You know, this is totally random. Hi, sweet soil. But, I really want to get a fancy pen. Like a fancy fountain pen. I think that would be kind of cool. And I just want to see how calligraphy works with different pens. But honestly, if I don't get one of the Perseus weapons, it's honestly fine. Like, I already have my Perseus knuckles. I have the demolition staff. I'm fine. Even if I don't get anything extra. Yeah, let's focus. Get it done. If this is some bad dream, I hope I wake up soon. You split the stacks of paperwork with the Windfall mercenaries. Sort or fill them out as needed. Lol, if I don't have to do raids or tech missions, it shouldn't be that bad. True. Hopefully. I mean, we don't know. I don't know. Maybe someone's already looked at it. Thank you so much for the follow. I'll have to look into it, because if it's too much, like if it's, you know how like the pie, the pizza, it was called the pizza, right? With the Perseus scythe. That wasn't too hard. It was nicely organized and everything. I could do that, because I actually did finish baking my pizza. I have the entire Perseus weapon, or Perseus scythe. So I'm not sure how it's gonna go this time. If it's like that again, that's fine. You join forces with Decno, Aine, and Sephra to fight a sort of battle, furiously passing documents back and forth in a rush to get through as much of the paperwork as possible. You need to examine each document to see what kind of action it requires from you. If the document has blank spaces, you should fill it out. I just remember the song, I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. The fancy Pokemon? You said fancy, not Fampi. What? What? You said fancy, not Fampi. Don't remember. You need each set of... Oh... If you detect typos or other errors, perform the needed edits. To keep things orderly, if the document is finished, you should sort it, assumed it's grouped with the other forms of its type. You'll need to perform the correct action 8 times to see some real progress on the mercenaries' mountain of paperwork. I mean, Mr. Enchant. Oh, I wasn't strong enough. I got all of it. So, everything worked out perfectly except for the enchant stone. Like, you know those little, like, red and blue stones? I feel like mine broke before I could actually use the stone. Oh, a fountain pen. Like, I want a fancy pen. I want to see how it writes and everything, and the calligraphy. The document has some obvious typos. Oh! Edit? Obvious typos, edit. Blank spaces, fill out. Obvious typos, edit. This means there's more on the other side? How the heck can they scrunch all that text into such a neat little box? Zephyra, he sounds more agonized than angry. Fill it out. Completed. Oh, sort. Obvious typos, edit. Blank space, fill it out. After struggling valiantly against the ceaseless tide of paperwork, you finally managed to get through the stack she handed you. Is it finally done? It's over, right? I actually prefer combat to this. I see you've completed the forms I requested. You can give that stack to me. I'll give everything a brief look over. We did it! Well, it's obvious that it's not the work of career bureaucrat, but everything does seem in order. Good work, everyone. Actually, looking over the stack, your association's bylaws are quite detailed. Who wrote this? It was you, Sakura, wasn't it? It was, but I think I'm going to gag if I see another printed word today. Could you set that back down so I can get back to not thinking about it? Yes, violence calls. LOL. Not bad at all. I suggest you take charge for the next round of document submissions. That's crazy. Poor Zephyra. Wait, me? And what next round? Well, someone needs to. What you all just took care of were the documents that officially established your group as a legitimate association. To receive budgetary allocations, you need to file a spending prospectus and usage reports each time. Annie, do you mean to tell me that every organization that operates under the authority of the Queen has to go through this? Don't you think you're being a bit too strict of us? As you can probably tell, we're not exactly pros when it comes to paperwork. Believe me, this is far from the first time someone has voiced such concerns. But for an association with a focus like yours, there's not much I can do to speed things along. You're not providing direct assistance to the monarchy, and you have improved your ability to get results. But we don't even have that many people. We can't afford to get buried up in our necks in forms and reports. Each of us is vital to the operation. I'm certain there are a few other names on your association's charter. Byron and Maria, as I recall. They're members in good standing, correct? In my experience, the organizations that have the easiest time staying on top of this are those who have someone dedicated to taking care of paperwork. Like Laurire and the Sponsorship Society. Or not the Sponsorship Society, what is it called? The Arcana Association? If you're familiar with the Arcana Association... Oh! I just mentioned him! Just down the hall, their manager, Laurire, handles all the administration documents. At times, he even seems to show us unhealthy zeal for filling out forms and filing reports. My advice would be to find someone to fill that role. If you have to recruit some more people, so be it. Of course, Zephyra seems to have a natural ability for this sort of work, if he'd like to take on that responsibility. No, Zephyra, don't do it! You mean, doing this day in, day out, forever? Well, I'm sure he'll give it some thought. Thanks for your help. 아닙니다. Now that you're officially instated as a royal association, why don't you seek an audience with Queen Arwen to help determine your initial objectives? She should be in the reception room right now. Oh, well, I guess we should be on our way. I think we ought to take a moment to discuss things first. Let's meet out in the Great Hall. Even after bravely weathering the storm of paperwork, it seems like the fledgling association still has a long way to go. Follow Aina to the Great Hall for a quick discussion. I think they should definitely hire someone who's just interested in paperwork, because I don't think any of us are really built for all of this paperwork. Like, Laurire is built different. How are we gonna deal with this? Do we need to assign Saphira to be on paperwork duty full-time from now on? That's easy for you to say. You need to give Saphira an opinion. Hey, don't I get a say in that? Ah, sorry, Saphira, of course you do. But I really don't know what we're going to do. If anything, we should just take turns. Except for me, because I'm the Malaysian and I cannot be doing paperwork. But I think it's fair that we either find somebody who wants to do, like, someone separate to do all the paperwork, or do 1/3 of the paperwork each. That way it's not too burdensome. Because everything is easier when you do it together. Or rotation. She faces down the prospect of perpetual paperwork with a worried frown. You could offer to help, but at what cost? I can do it. Avoid eye contact! To be honest, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I'm gonna avoid eye contact. You can't. You just can't. You try to be subtle about avoiding her gaze, but Aine clearly notices. You were a huge help earlier, but I would never ask you to handle this for us. You're too busy. That is true. Who actually likes paperwork? Laorire. And some people like paperwork. There's definitely people who strive on businesses like accounting and bookkeeping. You know, some people do a lot of paperwork. And some people enjoy it. In fact, if it was paperwork or heavy manual labor, I would much rather do paperwork. It's just about, like, perspective and stuff. I would never ask a mercenary to do paperwork, though. Like, that's crazy. And depending on the pay, the attitude is different. So some of the budget could literally be payment for the secretary. Yeah, a secretary. Their whole job is paperwork, right? Sorting paperwork and filling all of that out. And then they get to go home afterwards, so it's not like you just hire them for 8 hours a day to do all of the paperwork, and then they get their days off and everything. Hello, Bean. Welcome in. How are you? Maybe... Yeah, I take physical labor over pushing papers. That's crazy. Well, if you ever need someone to do your paperwork time, here I am. If I get paid, it doesn't matter. How about this? I don't sleep much these days anyway. I'll work nights and get the paperwork done then. But then Declan shouldn't have to do it alone. I just saw you struggle to read a single line of text, old man. Hate to say it, but it'd be faster for me to do it. Why is everyone trying to do it by themselves? Like, we could do it all together. You know? Especially if we set, like, 2 days aside a week. So, throughout the week, we don't do anything. And then on the weekends, we all gather and then, like, make a day of it. You know, just do paperwork together. And then celebrate with a movie at the end or something. Or a special snack that you guys haven't had. That could be fine. Is that my future? Holds over a table in the corner, hands covered in ink and paper cuts. Will I have to get reading glasses? I guess I was the only one who made us money in the first place, so... Come on, I can read just fine. I just can't see the page as well as I used to. Anyway, chin up, Saphira. I think you'll be good at it. We shouldn't I feel bad. Now I actually want to help Saphira, because there's no way that we're pushing all of the responsibility onto Saphira. It's a team. We're a team. Thank you for the sacrifice, Saphira, but we still have a problem. If Sephiroth won't be fighting from now on, we don't have enough members who can keep up with her in a fight. Declan and I won't be enough on our own. They're good, definitely, but not good to deal with this kind of battle. The battles she faces. Heck, I'd even push the papers if that's necessary. So, we'll either need to give up on getting support from the Wrath Royal Castle or hire someone new. Hire someone new! Maybe we can find someone stronger fighter to the front lines when Sephiroth can't be. No! What, are you dumb? No! We hire someone to handle the paperwork. No, what we should really do is just hire someone to do the paperwork and have everyone fill out a report for themselves that the official paperwork person fills out. You know what I mean? So like if like I'm a part of this association, so every fight I do for this association, I write down like a play-by-play and then I give it to our secretary who files that in their own like paperwork system to report. You're not wrong, but you really jumped right to replacing me, huh? Finding another strong fighter should be doable. But hey, we don't need to decide today. What are you saying? Find someone who can do the paperwork. Have Sephiroth out on the field. Like Declan said, we need someone, but we can wait until we apply for a budget to make that call. What a mood. We got money saved up from the small jobs we've been doing lately, so we can put off the decision until we need some cash. Fine, I just don't think you'll find it that easy to replace me. I know. We can end our strategy meeting for now, okay? If you're ready, let's go see Her Majesty. She shakes off her worries and gives you the bright smile, but as you try to approach the door, someone rushes in front of you. The rushing salary man. Who are you? Jashimanyo. Is that what he said? Jashimanyo? I'm gonna have to ask you to deliver this report first. This absolutely can't wait. We've sighted divine beasts in the castle. In the castle? And no one knows how they got here. What? Inside the royal castle? How could that have happened? Oh no. Huh? Divine beasts? Here? Well, what are we waiting for? If we can deal with them, maybe we can score some points with the queen. Draw your weapon. Not quite yet. I shouldn't say this, but what a relief. I got a huge headache. Let's go take care of it. You open the door to the Great Hall and head outside. It'll take approximately 8 seconds to generate the Shadow Realm. It'll take... Oh, okay, we're generating the Shadow Realm. I didn't even know that was a thing, but okay. Let me equip my weapon. Let me equip my weapon, please. Let me equip my weapon. Please. Let me equip my weapon. Please. Let me equip it. Okay. Well, I gotta get going. I wish you a great stream. Well, you have a great day at work, Vinky, or a great day driving back home. Thank you so much for showing up, and it was wonderful to have you. It can't be. How did the Divine Beast get in here? It sounds like all the shouting is coming from the castle entrance. Can I at least put it away? Oh my gosh, I'm just stuck holding it. I can't even put it down. Okay. Come on. It's weird holding my little staff. It's like a little staff. It could be like a little cursor. Come on, we gotta hurry. The longer we dawdle, the greater the danger to everyone in the castle. Let's clear them out as quick as we can. A swarm of divine beasts has descended upon the castle. Make your way toward the entrance, defeating any divine beasts you encounter. You know, now that I think about it, I think I've heard Ina's VA in another game elsewhere. She has a distinct voice. Really? Send me like a clip of the other person. I'm just interested because I do like Ina's voice. I think she has like a fun like characteristic. Like the way that she speaks is very interesting. I like it. Stay calm and don't let your guard down. Don't hit me, please. I'm charging Hailstorm right now. Now we're talking. Let me actually summon my dolls too. That way I can get all my points. There are people in danger. Let's hurry. Why isn't Declan acted, but Aine and Sephra were? This is it. What do these names mean? Like Lepio Tarn? Think she was voicing an NPC. Hopefully I can find something. I see. Ah, Avian Divine Beasts. No, please stop. I'm trying to charge my Hailstorm. Why is it so zoomed in? Is there something behind me? Or is that one of... There's still some over here. Why is Declan the only one that's not voice acted? See? Like in this like mini wave, you can hear Aina and Sephra talking, but Declan is not voice acted. You just see his words on the screen. Fighting guard, calm guard. He did that windmill. Alright, we reached the gate hall. We're almost there. You're here to help? Oh, thank you. 감사합니다. The beast overwhelmed us and we're barely holding on. Thanks. Good work. Let's take on the rest together. Bali! Did you know I actually studied Korean for like 1 year? Obviously, that does not help me remember basically anything, but I do remember some words. This is getting dangerous. Let's press on, quickly. I understand some word conjugation as well. We don't know how dangerous it is out there. Oh, so now Declan is actually being voice acted. We can hear his voice now. Alright, we've neutralized the threats in this area. Shall we head outside? If we're seeing this far in, I bet good money things are way worse outside. We need to get out there fast. Come on, let's go. Gotta be real bad with all the people out. Wait, there's no more? Compared to the chaos the divine beasts were causing inside the castle, it's strangely quiet outside. Did the guard say they were swarmed in through the castle gate? What? Just a moment ago, they were all over the place out here. Really? There's not even a trace of them now. No, it's true. There were so many you could hardly see the ground. But now everything seems totally calm. We need an explanation. Let's ask around. The mercenaries are flustered and confused. Ask people in the area what happened here. Let me actually see what's sold in the auction house really quickly. Some scrolls, my little 4-leaf clover. Beautiful. Let's open the quests, clear that. You know what? I kind of want to call it now. What I think is going to happen is that the person that the suspicious looking human who is with Vertrag, I think they're going to try to sign up for the association. And they're going to be like our paperwork guy. But I don't think, like, they're going to try to get into the mercenary group, our group, with bad intentions. Like, they're not, and we're not going to notice. I think that's what's going to happen. Just a moment ago, the castle was swarming with divine beasts. Now it's like they're all ended up vanished. What the heck happened? Was anyone hurt? No traces of chaos caused by the divine beasts that were apparently swarming here remains in the courtyard. All is calm, quiet, and clean. Is there some kind of mix-up? It's so strange. When I was forced to retreat into the gate hall, there were throngs of them out here. Did they leave? Or were they defeated somehow? Neither case seems all that likely. Not that I think you're lying, but that's pretty hard to believe. It's not like they're pushovers. Even we struggle against them. We have to get to the bottom of this. Let's ask around. Right. I'll help too. It's fine. Huh. Declan, did something oh, right. With all the chaos, I forgot, but the situation is probably bringing back bad memories for you, isn't it? There's no need to say that, Ainet. Like, there's really no need. Declan is clearly wanting to move on. Like, no need to, like, keep mentioning it. Don't push yourself, Sephra. Oh, don't push yourself. Sephra, Rebecca, and I can handle it. Or take care of it. If you're sure. I'll stay with the guards. Sorry about that. No, not to fear, sir. We're here to make sure you're comfortable and comfortable and safe. So, was it comfortable and safe? Hey, calm down. He's just an old man, not even a noble. Let's go talk to people. Someone must have saw what happened. You need to find out what happened. Ask the nearby aristocrats. Talk to the aristocrats in the Wrath Royal Castle entryway garden. You can talk to the monarchist aristocrat, pious aristocrat, and centralist aristocrat in any order, but it'd be worth your while to speak to all three. A blue blur. Rescue Aid Society, head held high, touch the sky. You mean everything to me. You look very fancy, very pretty. 안녕하세요. Still, what a lovely day. Did you need anything? What happened? Ah, I see. You must be the Malaysian. Did you see those white creatures descended? Like clouds coming down from the ground. Coming down to the ground. We're going down to the ground. There's no better place to be. We got snow up on the mountains. We got rivers down beneath. We're coming down to the ground. But there's no need to worry, good Malaysian. Someone already defeated them. I didn't get a good look, but I definitely saw blue hair flying. A spot of blue amid the white. It was as if the sky turned itself inside out. It's a great relief to know we're being protected even when you're not around. Now I remember, we've met before. At the royal banquet, you gave me my handkerchief to my love and my steed. I'll never forget your act of kindness that day. I'm only here today because I hope to see him again. Who could have guessed that something like this would happen? Well, I appreciate that you've come to check on me, but I really ought to get going before something else dangerous happens. So a person with blue hair appeared and defeated the divine beast. That sounds like someone you saw in a vision not long ago. Ask another aristocrat to see if they saw anything else. I'm gonna guess it's like the two people over here. No. It looks like there's somebody over there. I thought it would be like those two that are like dating. Oh my gosh. Warp Star. I thought it would be these two. Why is Sephra here? Oh, I have this hair. I have this exact haircut, so it feels like I'm talking to myself. Well, not right now. I don't think I'm wearing it right now, but it's the rosy one. That's one of my go-to hairstyles, this one. Rosy bun, I think is what it's called. Ah, today of all days? How could this happen? What happened? Who are you? Ah, don't look at me right now. I'm an absolute mess. I can't believe this happened here of all places. Are both the monarchy and the Pontiff's court completely incompetent? I thought I was going to die right up until this wild-looking fellow ran in and took them all down, yelling all the while. I thought he was going to defeat my eardrums. He was laughing the whole time too. What did you find funny in the midst of this disaster? Not that I'm ungrateful for his intervention. He just seemed, well, rather uncouth. Is that really what the famous Malaysian is like? No, I am the Malaysian. Well, whoever. It doesn't make a difference. Obviously, neither of you have manners or care for others' feelings. I don't like you anymore. But is this the kind of person that the kingdom relies upon? How disappointing. You're disappointing! No, I'm going to be going now. I need to change before the banquet. You look like a strawberry, basically. It sounds like the person who appeared to defeat the divine beast is very boisterous, yelling and laughing even as they fought. Ask another aristocrat to see if they saw anything else. I don't like this person. Very snobby. I like the other person who is very dreamy. Like, it's okay to be dreamy. It's not okay to be snobby. When I saw from the back, I was like, oh, looks like a pretty cool looking dude, but now he looks very mustachio. Does Limerick want to see me so badly? I'll be going soon enough as it is. Why are you not forming leps? I don't farm that much, to be honest. Hello, ninja. What happened? How strange. You're a Malaysian, aren't you? And here I thought I saw you earlier fighting. Why did everyone confuse me for this guy? Like, if you know how I look like, you shouldn't be confusing me with the other person. You immediately identified me as a Malaysian, so why did you think the other person was a Malaysian? They're giving endgame materials and weapons, though. You're missing out on things. I'm fine. I'm honestly fine. If it's too much, like, I don't like grinding and farming like that. It gets boring for me. I like Mabi because I can take it slow. And here I thought I saw you earlier fighting. I've never seen such an incredible fighter in person. Oops. So I suppose I confused the two of you. I was struck by their size though. So tall, muscular. They must have been a giant. Nightbringer weapons that are maxed. Yeah, I heard. To think some outsider took care of the problem while the royal guard was caught on the back foot. Not even the finest hour for the crown's forces. That much is certain. I'll have to wait to talk to Pentacast. Sure, it might be seen favorably for the Pontiff and the Queen to hold hands and sing songs, but do we really want to tether ourselves to this? Anyway, I'm getting busy. Did you need anything else? So the person who showed up and defeated the divine beast on their own was the height of a giant. It seems like you've gotten enough information here. If you piece together it all, you can surmise that a boisterous blue-haired giant appeared and defeated every single divine beast on their own. I know it's nothing, but they forgot a space. There's supposed to be a space right here. It sounded like the same person you saw in the memory from the broken wheel. Who could this giant be, and what were they doing? What's that noise? The sound of castle doors opening and several voices spilling out interrupts your thoughts. And it sounds like one of them is Erwin's. But I'm always more of a chill kind of player. I like that in Mabi that you can take your time. Do things as you like. Phew. I heard you gave the guards a hand. Did you take care of everything by yourself? Not really. Really? But there aren't many people out there as strong as you. At least there's no one I know of in Olda who can hold a candle to you. Even with the martial training, normal people struggle to fight the divine beasts. Of course the royal guard does its best, but... Your Majesty, I might be so bold as to ask. Before Erwin finishes speaking, a nearby aristocrat wedges his way into discussion. With a nod, the young queen allows him permission to speak, which is crazy, because why would you speak over your queen? I'm curious why there was an insufficient security in and around the castle leading up to this incident. Why was it that we ended up dependent on the timely appearance of a certain hero? He's kinda right. The fault lies with me. I decided to send a contingent of the Royal Guards on a scouting mission, accompanied by several members of the Arcana Association. We've received no recent reports of divine beasts, so I felt it necessary to determine that they were truly gone, or simply gathering in some remote place. Considering how resilient they've proven to be in previous encounters, I needed to dispatch those I could trust were a match for them. Even though they appeared in Tara, they never tried to approach the castle. Taking that as evidence they wouldn't be in the future. That was my own naivety. In short, I was overly complacent. I see. But you must admit this incident has cast a shadow over the kingdom. Not really. Like, it was handled in like a minute. Not even a minute. Because we came down here and we didn't even have time to react. It was fast. It didn't cast any type of shadow on anything. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was affected. 'Twas an unwise decision and at a critical time. Some might even claim it proof a monarch unfit to wear the crown. Where are you? You? You're definitely not fit, bro. Wow, did you really just say that out loud here in front of everyone? And if one didn't know better, one might be forgiven for mistakes such as concern for the kingdom's welfare as a personal attack against its rich. She kind of got it. She knew it. But of course, I know that you would never voice such an ill-favored remark. Your counsel has been noted. I've already issued orders to the members of the Royal Guard and the Arcana Association who were part of the scouting party to return, and they may eliminate any divine beasts in the castle as well as the city. Q. My thoughts have been such a jumble lately. With what our ongoing efforts to bolster and restructure my administration's support framework, with most of my attention focused elsewhere, I never would have anticipated something like this. I'd be more interested in game if the game didn't control, like, what does that even mean? First of all, I believe things are in order. I would first like to recognize the valiant effort of the Windfall Mercenary Corps in assisting the guard. You're too kind, Your Majesty. We're just doing our duty. This is crazy. Like, this guy, I'm already upset at him. I don't even know him. And to be honest, I would have been cool with him if he didn't even try to just overthrow Erwin just like that. You know, I'm good with just accepting the praise. I must object. Was it not someone else who did the majority of the fighting? Is it in poor taste for these sellswords to take credit for the heroism of others? Your Majesty, can I punch him? Can I sock him, please? I'd suplex him. There you go again. Why are you getting with all of this hostility? Wait, are you saying the hero you spoke of wasn't the Malaysian, but another person entirely? Yeah, his kneecaps. I go straight for the kneecaps. Everyone see, the Purandal was right here. Everyone seems quite flustered. Take this opportunity to speak with the old aristocrat. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely speak with him. What is this? Do I have one? No, that's not deadly enough. Yeah, I'll hit you with this chicken. Come here. Come here. You got something to say, old man? Yes, another person. The Malaysian didn't show up until it was all over. But there's no one else who could. How clearly must I spell it out for you? When Princess Erwin was crowned queen, A monster. There must be more of those things out there. I'm ready to like. I just don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. He turns, dashing away at top speed. Your gaze sweeps over the courtyard, spotting several more divine beasts approaching. Well, looks like we get our turn after all. Let's go. If they sneak in here. Careful. You sprint towards the divine beast at top speed. Oh, come on. Don't let it be a cutscene. I want to fight it. I want to fight it. Because I don't want the Vertrag to come here and save us. That would make me upset. I don't like Vertrag right now. I just want to show that aristocrat what I'm made of. I'm not going to stand here and let those creatures have the run of the place. Let's... Wait, who is... No! More of those monsters! The red hair. Dairine? But that's... Save me, Declan, please! No, you're already gone. There's no way you could. I'm afraid we're just gonna have to push past him. like, I'm afraid we're just gonna have to push past him. Let's fight. Declan, what's wrong? Can you not tell what's going on? We need to focus at the matter of hand. Snap! 정신 차려! Snap out of it. Whatever you're seeing, it only looks like your sister. It's not really her. He seems trapped in an illusion, at a standstill as he sees a vision of his sister. Whether or not he's able to fight, the divine beast must still be dealt with, and quickly. Ah! Go on, hurry. Aine and I can take care of Declan. That's crazy. I should be the one to take care of Declan. His safety is important, but so is everyone else's. Whoops. Guess I missed a few. Not a great look for a hero. To be honest, I'm not mad at him. I'm actually cool with him with saving people. I just don't like the way that it portrays us when he's the one saving us. Panics in Korean. Well, 정신 차려 means, like, wake up your mindset. Like, get up. Like, be at attention. Be alert. Like, I've literally heard that specific phrase before, so to hear it is kind of funny. Because 정신 means mindset. 차렷 is like wake up, like attention. I actually vibe a lot with this dude. Like I vibe with him like I vibe with Mananan. Do I think he's perfect? No. But do I think he has some very stellar good qualities? Yeah. You guys seem like you're holding your own. What's with that redhead though? Was all the fighting too much for him? I was just startled, that's all. It's alright. He's with us. But who are you? Guess he cracked under the pressure. Say, you're all mercenaries, right? Lectures in Korean then? Imagine, no. No, I took a 1 year and I catastrophically failed that year. It was horrible. Like, it was so bad. I literally looked at the teacher when the finals were happening and I said, I don't know. Because there was a written part which I did okay on. And then the verbal part was all toast. She was like, literally like, can you tell me what shoe is? Can you tell me anything in Korean? And I was just like, He was like, what about this? What about shirt? And she was like pushing like different like cards, like a flash card kind of. She was like, what is this? Do you know what this is? And I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm like answering in Spanish and answering in English, in Japanese. I was just like, I don't know, man. I thought people who fight for a living would be stronger. But even 3 against 1, I'd barely break a sweat. So, do you like actually have a reason for being here, or did you just come to brag and show off? Ah, pipe down. Still haven't found who I'm looking for. Guess I'll have to... wait. It is you! The Malaysian. So we finally meet. My name's Vertrag. Honestly, I'm vibing a lot with this dude. Like, I think he's kind of cool. Like, do I think he's gonna be a villain? 100%. Like, 100%. Am I gonna hate him? No. I think I'm gonna vibe with this guy. Just like I vibe with Jinu from K-pop Demon Hunters. I think he's a good character. He's well written. At least from what I've seen so far. I think he looks like a cool dude. I think honor is going to be relatively important to him. I think he's just trying to find the strongest person and to defeat and be like, he's trying to find a rival basically. And that means he doesn't want like easy stuff. But let's go ahead. Let's raid out. Let's raid out to someone playing Mabi. Mabinogi. Actually, do you know who's actually streaming Mabi right now? Somebody who comes into our streams every day. Stabby! So let's go ahead and raid out to Sabby, who looks like they're doing tech missions. It looks like they're doing Revive Illusion right now, but they might be doing other stuff later. Thank you so much for everyone who came. I really appreciate you. I'm really happy to see you, and I hope I'll see you Sunday as well, where we'll be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 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 It's not just a game. Stabby? Yeah. They're actually playing Abby today, and they usually show up towards the beginning of stream. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys, and stay sweet. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.